Welcome to another episode here on the Utah Street Banter Podcast. What do we got on this episode, Elijah?
We're going to talk about some updates across the league, like how the MLB is ruined.
I got game recaps from the past Orioles few games.
The injuries and roster moves and all that in between.
Elijah's going to talk about our pitching rotation and how Brandon Young and Cade Povich is impressing us.
And then we're going to discuss some of the offensive highs and lows and woes and all the good stuff there, too.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Utah Street Banter Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, on to another episode here on the Utah Street Banter Podcast. With me, like always, is Elijah. What's up, man?
Not too much, you know? Been doing good, I guess. That's the best you can say. Been around a lot of sports the past few days, not just Orioles stuff, so it's been real fun.
Yeah, I mean, for over there at Susquehanna University, you announced for a few different sports, right?
Yeah. So over the weekend, I called a baseball game. Last week, called some softball and baseball. This week, I'll have some more baseball, some women's lacrosse. So check it out. The Susquehanna men's baseball, I don't know why I say men's baseball. The Susquehanna baseball team's been looking really good lately. So tune into some D3 baseball. That's where it's at. That's how you know you really like sports. And hey, I even checked out Sealands Grove Speedway. It was out there this past week because, you know, the Orioles game was on Apple TV for some stupid reason. I'll get into that later. It's ridiculous, but I couldn't watch the game, so I went and watched some cars drive in a circle.
Yeah, and it just went around and around.
Yeah, no, it was all good. I had some chicken tenders and some dirt got in it from the track, but you know, it's part of the experience.
I mean, I love going dirt track racing.
It was fun. No, it was a blast.
It is fun. So,
yeah.
Moving on, before you turn us off because we're talking about racing, this doesn't happen much. Normally, we go right into around the league news, but guys, as of now, the Orioles are doing pretty well. So pretty excited about how everything is looking.
We don't have to fake the optimism. We don't have to lie anymore. We could just be like, we actually might be good.
Yeah, we're actually doing well. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Don't lie though. Don't clip this when in a week we're complete 180 and this team's off.
Yeah, but as long as we keep taking, if we're awful for a few games, but we're good for 2 games more than we're bad, we'll be fine. But
stay above 500.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so normally we're here trying to be optimistic and, make it a positive podcast because that's the goal. But it's a lot easier when the Orioles are doing well, and we're pretty excited about that. We will get into it. So stay with us there. Elijah, let's get into some around the league news.
Yeah, so I just wanted to go over some ABS stuff because I know we talked about it a lot, but I just want to gauge how you feel really after now 3 or 4 full weeks of MLB baseball. What do you think about ABS? You still feel the same about it? You still like it? Have you grown to even like it more?
Yeah, I love it. I do. I really I really like it just adds another element to the game, I think. I was not a fan at first before the season started on what it would kind of look like. I like that it is very quick, doesn't take long at all. I like that I actually have gained a little more respect. Not respect. I actually give the umpires more leniency now because when they're wrong and it's like 2 millimeters off, you're like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't, I see like players, I saw in the Orioles game the other day, where they'll challenge it and they're actually like apologizing to the umpire.
Yeah.
And the umpire's like, don't worry about it. Like, it's good.
Yeah. Now, I will say one of my favorite parts is almost the new dynamic now between players and umpires, kind of like you're saying, like some of that stuff. But I also like now that like you can't argue a strike call anymore unless you're out of challenges. Like if you're sitting there, you don't like a call, the umpires can say, challenge it then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, challenge it.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest argument I've heard against it is, well, hey, if you're gonna be able to challenge it, you might as well just have automatic umpires all the time. And I'm saying nobody's ever said that in the NFL. Nobody's ever said, hey, instead we're just gonna have a computer run the entire NFL game and there should be no challenges. You never see a challenge flag go out for a referee saying that the guy's out of bounds or not out of bounds. And then they throw a challenge flag and, oh, that poor referee, his feelings got hurt. They don't do that in the NFL. Here we are in baseball, and we were worried at the beginning of the season that the umpires' feelings were going to get hurt. They're not. They're men. They're fine.
They're not all men. Don't say that.
No, I mean, like, they're strong, right? But yeah, that's true. There's one woman, right? And she needs that automated ball strike system. But yeah, so it's one of those things where I like it. I also like that. I think it takes some stress off the umpires, to be honest with you, because like you said, if I'm wrong, then challenge it. Yeah, but what do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, no, I do like it. I think I stand by kind of what I said at the beginning of the season about it, and I only have grown to like it more. I feel like it's just going to become one of those things, kind of like the pitch clock and how many times you can step off or throw over to first base. It's just going to become part of the game that we're used to.
Yeah.
And one thing I do like is, now, Baseball Savant, for anyone that's familiar, is more advanced stats and analytics and stuff. They've put, I'm not even going to try to explain it because I don't fully understand the stat that they have for like quantifying ABS overturns and stuff like that, and like how much it benefits your team. But Pete Alonso and Taylor Ward are in the top 12, so I'll take it. They're doing good at whatever they're doing for it, so I'll take it.
Absolutely.
And I just looking around the league, overall, there 54% of ABS calls have been overturns. There's been 506 overturns and only 426 that have been confirmed over 932 attempts. This is coming out of Sunday night, so this is a little bit dated, I guess, but still. It's been more luckily overturned by catchers and pitchers, where 61% of the time it's overturned. Batters actually only have a 47% success rate.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that. But there's just times that it's really been like, so, like, I'm going to be honest, it's just kind of luck, I feel like, at some point. Like, when you're like
you're not wrong.
Fraction of an inch.
Yeah.
But the Orioles, they're in the top 10. They've won 9 of their 16 total challenges. That's 56%. But they're towards the top in the amount of challenges they have and the amount of wins that they have. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could be like some of these other teams, like the Rangers. They've only won 5 challenges this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's just interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I know, so Cody, he decided to slack off and go on a vacation last week or whatever.
We got the podcast out, though.
Yeah, still got the podcast. Exactly. It's magic, right?
Yeah.
But with that, last week something pretty big happened across Orioles news and just all over baseball. There's a whole slew of new City Connect jerseys that have been released. I just want to get your opinion on them. I know it's a little bit older news. People have already talked about it for a few days, but I want to talk about some of them.
Yeah, there's some cool ones. I'm pulling them up now. I do like our Orioles.
Yeah, I think I do like these a lot better than the first City Connect jerseys. I like the hat better, and that's not me saying I own the original City Connect hat. I really enjoy that one too, but I really love the B logo that's taken off of the seats at Camden Yards. I think it's really cool. I know I put out a video across all of our social media platforms, and I like said it's an ode to Baltimore and an ode to Camden Yards. And I do agree with that statement. I think that's really what it is. This was for Camden Yards, one of the, in my opinion, the best baseball stadium. Obviously, there's going to be arguments there, but I think you could easily say that it's a top 4 Major League Baseball stadium.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I also like the patch that is the ball that's on Utah Street.
The ball markers, yeah, absolutely. I think it's cool that it says Be More. I saw some people say that they could have gone with Charm City, and I'm going to be honest, that probably could have looked better according to the font you choose, but I'm fine with Be More. I think it's cool because, I mean, it's not just Baltimore. Like, it is something different. I do really like the colorways. I think the green's really cool.
The classic bird on it.
And I'm going to be honest, though, I've seen a lot of people disagree with this take online. I really like the Pirates jerseys.
So
I really like them.
So here's my only problem with the Pirates jerseys. If you looked into it, right, you can tell that it looks like the cityscapes on the bottom of the letters of the Pirates, but it does kind of look like the regular jerseys.
It does, and I think it almost just goes to show what potential there is for Pirates jerseys.
Yeah,
because they're regular jerseys. They're just okay, but I don't care that it's simple. It's simple. I feel like it works at being simple, like the Orioles wanted their first City Connect jersey to work at being simple.
Yeah. So who is the loser?
The loser? Well, I would definitely say the Rangers. I understand it, Tejas and all that. It's just so plain. I saw someone say it. We already talked about D3 baseball. I saw someone say it's a Division III baseball team's jersey, and that's 100% correct. I'm going to be honest. Look up the Susquehanna Riverhawks baseball jerseys. They have better jerseys than that Ranger jersey. That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
I also don't like the Royals.
I don't like the Royals either.
I'm not a huge fan of the Reds.
Same.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like it was unfair because they put it on Ellie De La Cruz for like the promo and stuff of it, and it doesn't look terrible on him. But I think it's just because he's like 6'6".
Yeah.
It does not look great on the field though.
I think the winners. Excuse me. I think the winners in this is Orioles, Atlanta. I'll give the Pirates because the Pirates is good. I think
it's just yeah.
And those are the ones. San Diego.
San Diego's okay.
They kind of went safe this time.
I really like their old jerseys. I think no buttons is an interesting move. I really do like Atlanta's, and that's what I was talking to someone that I'm friends with here that's an Orioles fan, and he really loved the Orioles jerseys. And we were discussing the Braves, and he didn't really like the Braves, thought it was too similar to, like you said about the Pirates, too close to their normal jerseys.
Yeah.
But I'm a sucker for powder blue. I'm going to be honest. I really like the baby blue powder. Like the Phillies jerseys, the powder blue, that's their best jerseys.
Yeah.
Braves, their powder blue were the best ones before. The Cardinals, powder blue is their best jersey. The Cubs, the powder blue is their best jersey. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. Powder blues are some of the best colorways in all of jerseys.
I agree. Yeah.
Moving on from jerseys, though, I want to talk about the MLB power rankings. And I know
your favorite thing. You thought they did a great job, right?
So I want you to guess who's number one.
I don't have it up. I haven't looked yet.
Yeah, he hasn't looked yet. Just use your
Dodgers.
Dodgers are one. Could you guess who's number two?
I bet they have Yankees.
The Yankees. And do you know what? Okay, let's think here, right? It's early in the season. The power ranking should be a mix of projection and results. Who just swept the Yankees?
The Tampa Bay Rays.
The Tampa Bay Rays are 26th. They actually moved down 2 spots after sweeping the Yankees. And the Yankees remained at 2. Or how about take the Twins? The Twins have going into Monday, they had the best record in baseball. And when this released on Monday, so best record in American League, not baseball. And they were in the 20s as well. I believe they were 22nd. Do you want to know? The Twins were 25, sorry. They also moved. They moved up 2 spots, though, so good for them. Or say the A's. The A's went into New York, swept the Mets, and took 2 of 3 from the Yankees. They moved from 26 to 24. Or then say the Orioles. Well, we just won 5 of 6 games when this was released. Oh, we're going to go to 17. We actually dropped 4 spots from 13 to 17. So I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just...
It's ridiculous. This just makes me mad. I just wanted to express my feelings on that just to make sure everyone was well aware that I don't agree with that whatsoever. Now, I do want to talk about the Jose Altuve and the Astros because the Astros are on a generational terrible run right now, and I'm just glad it's not us.
For real.
Feel bad for him. Carlos Correa, I believe it was Monday, had some very choice words for their play. Can't repeat it here if you want to go look at the clip, but let's just say he's not very happy with how they've been playing. And did you see what happened with Jose Altuve, though? I think it was Sunday.
No.
So he was on first base, took off to steal to second base, and then Cal Raleigh sorted into center field, so he went to third base. They sent him back to first base, right? Because when Cal Raleigh popped up, his hand just barely caught the umpire's mask. So they ruled it umpire's interference, and he had to go back to first. And then he was picked off.
What?
Never seen anything like it before. But I can tell you right now, if I was an Astros fan, that'd be just about right in the middle of a giant losing streak.
That's crazy.
That'd be something that happened to the Orioles.
How is that umpire's interference? But if a ball hits the umpire in the field of play, the umpire is like a wall.
Yeah,
he's nothing.
I don't know.
I was it that if the ball is underneath, if a ball goes through the catcher's legs, the ball is underneath the umpire.
Yeah,
and the umpire is not moving, but he's over top of it. How's that not umpire?
Yeah, I don't make the rules. I'm just saying. I'm just the messenger.
I got you.
Oh, and then okay. I'm just going to be blunt here. Major League Baseball is ruined. Would you like to know why, Cody?
Yeah. Remember, we're optimistic, Elijah.
Oh, this isn't about the Orioles play. That's optimistic. This is the only bad stuff that's going to come today. Just trust me. MLB is ruined. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Streaming is stupid. Services and different... You want to know, the Orioles played 3 games against the Giants. How many of those games were on Masson, Cody?
1.
1. Masson's only the Orioles now, and it's not even the Nationals anymore, and they have 1 game. And that 1 game, first of all, I was mad because, look, I like Brian Roberts. I don't need to listen to him for a whole game. I like Kevin Brown and I like Ben McDonald, but they got their B crew in there anyway. And they also had it on Fox or somewhere else was playing it too. And I tried to listen to that broadcast. That was awful. Now, what is it with these streaming programs? Like Apple, say it's Apple had it the first game, and then the second game, I think it was on Fox or whatever. What's up with these streaming platforms that take it and they don't have the home announcers? They just find the worst people for it possible.
Yeah,
they're awful.
Yeah, AJ Przinsky struggles with it.
I'm a big AJ Przinsky fan. I enjoy like his clips from his podcast and stuff. I think he's definitely a great baseball mind, but I just don't know. Like I listened to him some for like the World Baseball Classic, and I enjoyed listening to Adam Wainwright. I thought he was cool. I don't know if I can really follow along with Przinsky that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
And first of all, I'm saying that I didn't even get to watch this game because I don't have Apple TV or anything. So I don't have any of this.
So I tried to do something the other day. So I did it. I did it in 2021 when we got rid of a satellite and went to like just streaming, and I got a VPN, and then I would just say I was somewhere else. But MLB apparently has hired a company, like they paid multi-millions of dollars, hired a company to search the IP addresses that a lot of people are using, and they're blacklisting those IP addresses from VPNs.
Yeah.
Which prevents you from doing that.
That's funny.
Which really all they're doing is preventing people from watching the broadcast from the local network.
Yeah.
So basically, I was not going to the game, no matter what. But you blocked it out. You blocked it out. I didn't go, oh, well, I'm going to go to the game now. I just went, guess I'm not going to watch it. So, yeah, you can't use a VPN most of the time anymore, everybody. So, I found one in Albuquerque that worked, but it was so glitchy you couldn't.
I bet you, and I guarantee you, the Albuquerque you couldn't use that today for this series against the Diamondbacks because that's too close to them. That'll be blacked out.
Yeah, so
it's ridiculous. It's all so stupid, so ridiculous.
Speaking of ridiculous, you ready for the most ridiculous part of our podcast?
Okay,
your ridiculous trivia that you always do to me.
My ridiculous trivia, yeah, that's true. My trivia is on Monday, April 13th. When we defeated the Diamondbacks in amazing fashion. It was also the anniversary of something. What happened in 2019 on April 13th, 7 years ago from that day?
Ooh, well, I mean, we weren't that good.
We were playing. I will say it's related to the Orioles.
All right.
That's the best I'll give you.
Is it a pitcher or a hitter, or is it not have anything to do with it?
It's a hitter. It does have something to do with a hitter.
Okay.
If you need a hint, I can give you a hint that might give it too much away.
Do it.
ADHD.
Chris Davis got caught. No.
This is when he broke his hitless streak.
Oh,
against the Red Sox.
I remember watching that. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
it's 0 for 54.
Then he just restarted it right after it. But,
pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was that. I know. It was a long time ago.
So
it was like it's a completely different team.
So he broke his hitless streak, and then on Monday, Pete Alonso broke his home run list streak of
8. Exactly. I'm just hoping that baton being passed doesn't mean that Alonso's going to become Davis.
Oh gosh, that'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. But I believe you're going to go over some Orioles wins.
Yeah, if you were watching us on YouTube, I'm going to the mic all the time and coughing because allergies season is here, full swing. It's crazy. So my throat's a little rusty, so if I have to stop for a second, it's not because I'm smoking 12 packs a day. All right,
here we go.
Guys, I have to tell you, I haven't done a weekly summary like this since I don't even know, a year and a half ago.
Because we gave up after like May of last year because it was too many losses. It was too depressing.
It was so sad. So real quick, I'm going to run through as fast as I possibly can. Let's do this. All right, on Friday, the Orioles played the San Francisco Giants in the opener of the series. Shane Bass starts this game, did not do great. The Orioles lose 6-3. Shane Bass goes 5 innings, gives up 3 earned. Not terrible. Elijah, can you say his last name? Is it Roquette? Roquette? He's injured now, but
I think it's Racket.
Racket. Okay.
Maybe. I'm not 100% certain.
He also gave up 3, so that's your 6 there.
Of course, we traded for him right before that game too.
Yeah, so that didn't go great. Henderson did hit a home run because I feel like Henderson hits a home run every game, it feels like.
I just looked it up. I've been informed. It's Raquet.
Raquet. This is Raquet with the Cruiser. Okay, so I try to stop there. All right. Anyway, moving on. Second game of the series. So the Orioles lost first game of the series 6-3. Second game of the series, the Orioles win 6-2. This was a big win. Chris Bassett didn't look great. He goes 4 2/3. Gives up 2 runs, 1 earned. I just want to see him get to that 5th inning. They tried to hit their hardest to let him get to that 5th inning. He just could not get through the inning. He got all the way to 2 outs, but the bullpen comes in, shuts him down. Everybody looked pretty good. Helsley made me sweat a touch. But the Orioles did win 6-2. Henderson, of course, hit another home run. Jeremiah Jackson, you're going to hear about him quite a bit. He hits a home run in this game also. Sunday, the Orioles on my daughter's birthday. She turned 5, and we were able to watch it. Normally, every time we turn the TV on and have family over, the Orioles lose, and it's depressing. Not this time. Also because most of my wife's family are all Yankee fans. So it's a great day. Yankees lost on Sunday. Orioles won to tie for the first place in the East. All right. Orioles win this game also again 6-2. Starting for this game was Cade Povich, pitched like a future Cy Young Award.
On his birthday.
On his birthday, right. 6 2/3. He could have went to 7, but they were playing it soft. I'm totally okay with it, by the way. Especially when you have Nunez in the bullpen, who is going to be this year's dude out of the bullpen. He's this year's Camille. He's a freaking stud. But let's go back to Povich for a sec. 6 2/3, 5 hits, 1 earned. He was still in a no-no, I believe, until the 4th inning. 5 strikeouts. Tyler Wells comes out, does really good, gives up 1 earned, though, in the 2 innings, but did pitch well. Basayo hit a moonshot, left center. Pretty impressive to see a lefty go left center at Camden Yards. Pretty awesome. I am gonna get to Mondays really quick. So on Monday, the Orioles also they opened the series with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Elijah's Orioles Jesus is Dean Kramer. Elijah loves him. I'm this picture in your bedroom. No, okay. So
no, I only have one Orioles picture in my bedroom, and it's Wei Yan Chen, Cody. You know that because you got it for me. Yeah. Get it right.
Yeah. Dean Kramer goes 5 innings, 4 runs, but 2 earned because of a throwing error by Gunnar Henderson. So not terrible. 9 strikeouts, impressive. The impressive part is the 3 home runs.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'll give him a little bit of leeway. One of the home runs is not his fault because very first pitch of the game gave up the home run to Ketel Marte. And I'm going to be honest. So like when you're playing MLB The Show, you have your PCI to try to figure out where you're going to hit it at. Well, I don't think the PCI could have reached where that ball was thrown. It was that high up. Like it was like throat level almost, like above his shoulders, hit it for a bomb on the first pitch. I won't blame for that. The other one, though, hung like a slider or a curveball or something right over the heart of the plate to him. And then Arenado hit a bomb as well.
So just if I'm going to give him any credit today, I feel like I should. Today's his first game of the season pitching. He's been pitching in AAA. So he did well. But Albert Suarez really struggled. 2 innings, 3 earned. I mean, I don't know. Not much going on. Enrico Garcia does well, and Helsley gets the save. Helsley, I think, that was his best inning of the season.
Absolutely.
Jeremiah Jackson is the big guy here. Jeremiah Jackson hits 2 home runs, 1 grand slam when the Orioles felt like we were completely out of it. Grand slam, bring us back in. And then your man, Pete Alonso, hits a home run to also help.
Yeah.
So Orioles offense really comes out and does well. Some fun things to talk about. Like I said, we went through that really quick. Elijah, just that quick summary overview. What's something that stands out to you?
I just noticed something. Jeremiah Jackson's performance there gives him the second most RBIs on the team, behind only Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, that's crazy, and especially because everybody keeps thinking that he's the one getting sent down when Holiday comes back. Not a freaking chance, dude. Put him at third base.
Yeah, put him at third base. Put him in the outfield. Send Cowser down before you send him down.
Send Mayo down before you send him down.
Honestly, send Alonso down before you send him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys.
You're saying we're not sending him down.
No, I don't. If they send him down, it's a very poor decision. Yeah. There's a few people that you could send down that I think it'd be a very poor decision too, and it's him and Beavers are two.
You know what might happen to help with this is it probably won't because the Orioles are pretty lucky. But if like an injury happens or something,
yeah, I mean, knowing how it's going to be honestly, it's any day now before Mayo or Alexander get hurt.
Dude, all I know is we're getting ready to go through our injury list. If you could tell, I post the posts on our social medias about the injured list, anything that happens Ross related. And I was like, in my last one with, I believe it was Mountcastle or was it O'Neill?
Yeah, it was Mountcastle.
And I was like, this is the third IL, like Major League Baseball player IL announcement in less than 24 hours.
Yeah. And honestly, we'll just segue this right into our next segment because I do want to talk about that. Do you want to know how many players we have? I'm just gonna go through a list. I'm just start listing names. Tell me what you think's in common.
Did you think this could be any worse than it was last year? Like it's crazy.
No. It's the only thing that's different from last year's we're somehow still winning.
Yeah.
The bullpen is somehow holding together with like the bullpen's already in a completely different shape that you would have guessed by opening day. Yeah. But I'm just gonna give you like 10 names here. Tell me what's in common with them. Zach Eflin,
okay,
Andrew Kittredge, Dietrich Enns, Keegan Aiken, Yaramil Geraldo, Felix Bautista, Colin Selby, Adley Rutschman, Ryan Mountcastle, Jackson Holliday, Jordan Westberg, and finally Tyler O'Neill. Oh wait, and then Heston Kjerstad too. That wasn't it.
And we'll find out. Yeah. And then our coach gets hit in the face with.
And then maybe Craig Albernaz. And honestly, let's be honest. By the time this gets out, Chris Bassett will be here or something stupid. Like this is ridiculous. I don't even know. Like
crazy. I mean, like yeah. I thought last year was such a fluke year with it. Like there's no way that would happen again. I was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong.
I couldn't have been more wrong. It's crazy, and just as serious of injuries. Like, you know, Eflin's out for the season with Tommy John.
And this is the problem. Is like, you look at it, you can deal with some minor injuries, but Zach Eflin is meant to be in the 5-man rotation. He is a star. Andrew Kittredge is a piece of this bullpen. Keegan Aiken is a piece of this bullpen. Felix Bautista a piece of this bullpen. We knew, obviously, going in that he was hurt. Like, those are 3 guys that should be in the bullpen right now. Adley Rutschman should be our starting catcher. Ryan Mountcastle should be on the bench. Jackson Holliday and Jordan Westberg, those are 2 starters. And then even you look at, say, Tyler O'Neill or Heston Kjerstad, yeah, they might not be starters every day, but they're still good pieces. Like, it's not the last guy on the bench that's getting hurt every time other than, like, I guess a Mountcastle. But it's just so many of them. So many.
Yeah, and
I just don't even know. And it's not minor injuries. It's not, like, this is, like, you got Mountcastle's on the 60-day IL. Westberg's on the 60-day IL. Luckily, Rutschman's not. But then Selby, Bautista, Geraldo, they're all 60-day IL. Eflin's 60-day IL.
Yeah. Rutschman, they said he's going to come back right after the 10-day.
Yeah, Rutschman will luckily be back right after the 10-day. I have a feeling Holliday might be back before this podcast even gets out, after we're done recording. Like, that's how quickly I think he'll be back. He's in Baltimore. But those 2, I think, will be back soon. And then Tyler O'Neill, I guess, tell him to drink some water or something. I don't know. He's passing out and falling and hitting his head.
Yeah, I guess he was something.
Yeah, and that's so like he's. I'm not worried. Luckily, that's not an injury you're worried about, like being a long-term thing, unless it's like a major health problem. I doubt it though. So like he should be fine to come back in like 7 days whenever he's not concussed anymore. It's just ridiculous.
It's the craziest.
I mean, this has forced us to have guys like Nick Rackett comes in and play. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Kramer. The only good thing is that like our depth has shown that they can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, the especially on the pitching side.
Yeah,
right? So
especially the pitching side.
Brandon Young comes in, pitches well, right? Cade Povich comes in, pitches amazing.
Yeah.
And we key pieces in our bullpen, right? So
yeah. I mean, if you look at this season, like Cade Povich, he's made 2 starts. He's got a 2.19 ERA in almost 13 innings. Yeah. He's looked incredible. Like you couldn't ask him to be any better, especially coming into the game in Pittsburgh. Wasn't supposed to come in that situation, but Bassett did awful. That's what you need there. Like that's huge. Like Cade Povich has only started 1 game. He's thrown more innings this year than Chris Bassett has.
That's crazy.
Chris Bassett's appeared in 3 games. It's just insane. And the one good thing though, I'm just going to go through our bullpen real quick. Tyler Wells, I'm scared. He looks like he's starting to figure it out, but still 3.72 ERA on this season. Rico Garcia is still not giving up a run. Could you ask? I have a question, Cody. How many hits has Rico Garcia given up this year?
Okay, I didn't look. Rico Garcia, can I get out an amount of innings that he's pitched?
7 2/3.
Okay, 4.
0. Only he's allowed 3 base runners all by walk.
Wow, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he struck out more people than base runners. Still 0 ERA in 8 games. Huge. Anthony Nunez, 1.17 ERA. He's only given up 1 run, and it was that home run that he gave up against the Twins, I believe it was.
My man, I forget what pitch it is that he's throwing. It's like a sharp change.
Yeah, I forget.
Anyway.
I think it's a kick change is what they called it or something like that.
Dude, throw it every time.
Yeah. They can't hit it.
It's
ridiculous.
It's amazing.
I mean, you look at that. We scammed the Mets for him. It's ridiculous.
When we gave up Mullins, is that the Mullins one?
Mullins, that was Mullins, yeah.
And I was like, man, we didn't get nothing from Mullins. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's sort of like it reminds me so much of the Cano trade.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it for years. Like even last year, we didn't have maybe like one superstar guy, but like we still have seen it over the past couple of seasons. There's one guy in the bullpen that stepped up.
Yeah.
And this year it looks like it could be Nunez and Garcia.
Yeah.
But Albert Suarez, he's not looking great, but I'm going to be honest. He's kind of just out there to eat innings.
Yeah.
And he's doing okay, I guess that. Helsley, 2.84 ERA. He's looked really good. He's started off a little shaky at the beginning, but he's really settled in lately. Grant Wolfren, he's settled into 3 ERA now. He's making me feel better about himself. And then back to Cano. I mean, he's definitely thrown a lot less innings. I think a lot more lower leverage roles. They don't have as much faith in him. But 2.08 ERA. I'm really excited to see what he can do. Not going to talk about Raquel because he's awful. And then we look at Brandon Young. I mean, and Brandon Young came up for that start. 5 innings pitched, no runs.
Yeah.
It's huge. Only gave up 2 hits. 2 hits and 2 walks. He looked amazing. That gives me so much hope for this team because if we look at the AAA Norfolk roster, we're looking at their pitching staff. There is still guys there that we debated if they were going to make the opening day roster. Like there's still people that have that potential. Trey Gibson's still there. Jose Espada's there. There's a couple other guys that like are on. Like I know Kittredge, he's on a rehab assignment down there. Jackson Coar, we debated if he was going to make the opening day roster. Like Alex Pham, that's another guy. I forgot. I can't believe I didn't mention him. Sorry, but there's all these guys that when I think it was me and Greg had the conversation because I don't know if you were there that week talking about which pitchers we thought could make the roster. Those were guys we considered, and they still haven't made a shot yet. Now, granted, why is Raquel on this team when you have that depth? No clue. No clue. And then I do just want to bring up another move that we made. On Monday, we traded for Christian Encarnacion Strand and designated him to AAA. I think that's purely just AAA depth. I don't foresee that really affecting the Major League roster that much. He's not looked that great. I think it's just because we brought up Weston Wilson and they needed someone else down there. That's kind of how I look at it.
Am I wrong? But wasn't he a prospect? Like
he was supposed to be legit, and he just never panned out. Like he was supposed. I feel like the Reds have a lot of guys like that are supposed to like be like. I know even like Noelvi Marte, he's playing, but he was supposed to be like the next big thing.
He just got sent down.
Yeah, that's like I wouldn't want to be a Cincinnati fan. A lot of things about Cincinnati I wouldn't want to be, but there's a lot of just really great stuff that we can look at. And I do want to talk about the offensive highs and lows of this team because with all of that good stuff, there are some bad stuff. And I'm going to be totally transparent with you guys. When I first wrote this, there was a name on here that I have since taken off. And I debated taking it off when I debated even putting it on there because I wasn't sure. And that name is Pete Alonso. And I'm not going to put him in the highs because he's not there yet, but I took him out of the lows. I put him in there knowing how he did on Sunday, had a great performance, but I was like, I don't trust that he's fully here yet. And then following Monday's game, I was like, absolutely, he does not need to be in the lows anymore. I think he's really back. But I'm not confident enough to put him in the highs like he's going to be back to fully hitting a double and a home run every single game. Okay. I want to talk about the highs, though. Gunnar Henderson's been great.
Oh, my God.
One of the best shortstops in baseball. What can you say, right?
One of the best hitters in baseball.
One of the best hitters in baseball, just in general. I mean, he's batting a .239, so the average isn't there, but the slug is there, and his on-base percentage is really good. He's batting, or his OPS is .911. That's really good. Second highest OPS on the team. Third highest OPS on the team, but of qualified batters, second highest. Leody Taveras is actually higher than him, surprisingly. Leody Taveras leads the team in OPS. But another guy, Taylor Ward, at the same time. Taylor Ward is the best player on the Orioles right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, absolutely. Like, that trade is looking better and better every day.
Yeah, because Grayson Rodriguez still hasn't pitched.
No, I'm going to be fully honest. Don't know if he'll ever throw again in the major leagues. I hope nothing but the best for him, and I want him to succeed. It's just he truly can't stay healthy. It's a shame. But Taylor Ward struggled the first, 6 games of the season maybe, and now he leads baseball in doubles and is on a roll. Crushing it. And then another guy, Dylan Beavers. Now, his stats aren't necessarily there with the other guys, batting only .250, .661 OPS. His at-bats, though, are really intriguing to me. I really like what I'm seeing from him. He's not walking as much as he has been in the past, but I'm still, I think he was my pick for Rookie of the Year at the beginning of the season. I think he's going to step up, and he's been good enough, come through in the clutch spots that we needed him to. And I mentioned Taveras. Where did he come from with this?
Man.
What the heck? Batting a .360, .947 OPS. You can't take him out of the lineup.
And a lot of people were wondering if he was even going to make the opening day roster. Because
the only reason he made the opening day roster is because he plays center field.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. But now you can't take him out of the starting lineup.
He might be the reason why, I know you're going to get to this in a little bit, he might be the reason why Cowser can be sent down.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Leody Taveras should start in center field every day for the Baltimore Orioles unless he needs a rest day.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of lineups like on Monday and Sunday featured it. You have Taveras playing center field, Cowser out in right, and then Beavers is DHing. And you're seeing that a lot more often because, one, Taveras has a better glove than Cowser, even though Cowser's defense is really good. He's been on fire, though.
Yeah.
And then the last guy I'm going to talk about is more of a sad one. It's Adley Rutschman. I really feel for him so much. This sucks that he's hurt. He was having such a great start to the season. It's ridiculous. He was looking amazing, like vintage Adley. Right. I thought he was back. But we'll have to see when he returns from the injured list. I am excited for one of the guys that I have on my lows. I think he's going to step it up. I feel better about him than anyone else on this list, and that's Samuel Basallo. And I think Basallo's going to get a lot of shots here now that Adley is hurt. He's going to be the starting catcher, and he's not looked great this season. Batting a .136, a .513 OPS. It's not great. His power's definitely there, though. The 2 home runs he's hit are bombs.
Yeah.
Bombs. It's just the only thing that I look at that I am worried about is like his expected stats are very, very low. Right. And his hard hit percentage is low, and he does not have any launch angle. So in Baseball Savant, they have all the stats, but for launch angle sweet spot percentage, basically finding that sweet spot in the launch angle, he's in the 3rd percentile. He's not finding that sweet spot.
Yeah. That's because of the little dribblers. Well, because it's an average. So the ones he does hit good are perfect, but there's so many
weak
hard ground balls. Yeah. So I agree.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. He's not squaring up a lot of balls. He's chasing and whiffing way too much, and he's striking out a lot. The positives though are his walk percentage is really good. His bat speed's in the 90th percentile in baseball, and his average exit velo is in the 92nd percentile. Like you said, when he's hitting it really good. It's just the few times he does actually hit it.
Yeah.
And even his barrel percentage is high. So when he makes contact, it tends to be good, but it's either really good or really bad. There's no in between.
Yeah, and I think for the guys on your lows is, I think the one thing that Basallo has that the other ones you're getting ready to talk about don't have is the potential of the moonshot.
Yeah.
Because the other guys technically have that potential, but as a pitcher, you don't really have to worry too much. Like if I miss, they'll hit it. But if I execute my pitches, not a chance.
Yeah.
Whereas Basallo, I think, can hit a good pitch. He just right now he struggles left on.
He's striking out. And this is, he's struggling left on left, which yet again, you look at it, he's still 21. He's really young, and he wouldn't be playing this much if Adley was healthy, and I think that would help with his matchups a little bit better. But I'm excited. I'm glad that he's getting thrown into the fire now.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. And his catching, his defense is about average. So it's not like he's a liability behind the plate. Now, the next guy's Kobe Mayo. And I'm going to separate defensive Kobe Mayo from offensive Kobe Mayo, because Kobe Mayo has been one of the best defensive third basemen in baseball this season.
Yeah.
Like stats and just the eye test. He's been amazing out there.
It's crazy.
He's made a few errors, but still, he's looked really good. But this is the difference. There is not a single stat that he is above 27% in 27th percentile other than bat speed and walk percent. He's chasing more than he's chasing way more than average. He's whiffing way more than average. He's striking out more than average. He is squaring up at the first percentile, which means if you were to take 100 major leaguers, basically, he is the worst one at squaring up the baseball. He's also he's not hitting it hard. He's not finding the launch angle. He's not barreling balls. He's not hitting it hard. His average exit velo is in the second percentile. And his expected stats are also terrible. He is not looking good right now. And he's in the same boat as the next guy, Cowser. It feels like if you throw a curveball to them, they're going to swing and miss every single time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really,
yeah.
And that's what I'll go ahead and start with Cowser now too. Cowser, his stats are a little bit better than Mayo, but my problem is pitchers must be stupid. Literally don't throw him a fastball.
Right.
It's that simple. I haven't seen him hit an off-speed pitch in forever.
Yeah.
Throw him changeups and throw him curveballs. That's all you should do. Throw him down, he's going to chase.
Yeah.
His bat speed is the only good stat, really, and his walk percentage is okay. Everything else is blue. His defense is good, too, and his sprint speed's good. But it's so sad. I really was hoping for a resurgent season after a slow last year. Obviously, he was hurt for a little bit. I don't know what to expect, but because of Tavares' success, would we be shocked if Colton Cowser gets sent down for, say, a Heston Kjerstad whenever he's healthy?
No, I think Mayo's the next one.
Oh, I'm not saying one or the other's next. I think I'm at the point where I would rather send down Kobe Mayo than Blaze Alexander.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree.
And so the only reason that Kobe Mayo, I think, could have a better shot at staying on the roster is because he can't play first base, and with Mountcastle being gone, you might want that first baseman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think his starting role should be taken away from this.
And the biggest reason also is we're in win now mode right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, we can't really – it's hard to just let somebody learn.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest. You want to let the prospects learn, right? But what was last season?
Yeah.
He had all of last year. He had all of spring. He's had till now. Mm-hmm. He's played almost every game for the Orioles. It's not like he's been on the bench a lot. I mean, the Orioles have played 16 games this season. He's played in 12 of them. He's got the seven most at bats on the team. Yeah. He's getting his chances. It's at the point that he's not capitalizing. And same with Cowser. Cowser looks so uncompetitive up at the plate.
Yeah, the back end of our lineup really it sucks when bases loaded, 2 outs, and we're in 8-hole. But yeah, I will say in the past few nights, I mean, the back end is the part the past few games, especially in the Giants series, I felt like the back end of the lineup was carrying because, Alonso was still struggling then. And, if you could just, you're like, can we just get it to 1-2? Can we just get to Gunnar and Ward? So it's one of those things. But I say all this, I love your highs. I mean, now it's hard to not put excuse me. Now it's hard to not put Jeremiah Jackson in there.
Yeah.
The other night he just hits 2 home runs, grand slam. But I agree. I think, man, the only thing I wish is I wish a starter doesn't have the last name Rogers would impress me. Like
I still have faith in Kyle Bradish to figure it out.
Okay, yeah.
This is the only thing that's keeping me positive about Baz and Bradish is they've shown flashes so far this season. I think both of them need to limit the big innings. That's honestly what's been hurting them a lot.
1 inning each time.
And it's just they both have the stuff.
Yeah.
They both have the stuff. Like Bradish's stuff is that, I mean, we've seen what he can do. And I'm confident that he can really come back. And just let me paint a picture, right?
Okay, get the brush out.
Trevor Rogers is your one starter, obviously. If you can get Bradish, he doesn't need to be as good as he was in 2023. We don't need Cy Young caliber Bradish. Say Bradish 3.5 ERA. That's good enough for you. And say Baz is right around there, 3.54. Good. He's going to go 6 innings, give up 3 runs.
Yeah.
Like, you can take that. And then, say your 4 spot, well, we'll give it to, say, Cade Povich at the moment. And if Cade Povich, he's not going to obviously keep up what he's doing, but say he's around that same spot there. If we've seen what he's been able to do, say Cade Povich is there, and then you say Bassett's your 5. That's a really good rotation.
Yeah.
And then let's look forward. Say we make the playoffs, and we'll just say we get the wild card series. That's 3 games set. Trevor Rogers, game 1, you're winning that. I'm fully confident that Trevor Rogers wins you that game because our offense has shown enough that it's not like 2024 when Corbin Burns goes out there and shoves and you can't win that game because you can't score any runs. I think we have enough power in this to at least score like 2 runs, and 2 runs is enough to win with Trevor Rogers on the mound. And then I think Bradish and Baz are good enough to start games 2 and 3 of the playoff set. And that's really, you need 3 starters.
Yeah.
And you can mix in, even say you do a Baz and Povich game where both of them throw 4 innings each. That's pretty good for you.
Yeah.
This is the best I felt about a pitching staff 3 or 4 weeks into a season since, honestly, since we started the podcast. Even like 2023, we weren't confident like this.
Yeah.
It was more luck-based then.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I agree. I mean, I'd say that the biggest thing is I felt good about it the first month that we started the podcast.
Yeah.
Because that was like right when we traded for Corbin Burns.
Yeah.
Because we had Corbin Burns, we had Kyle Bradish, who was a stud. We had and then remember,
That's true.
Then everybody got hurt. So
yeah, and that's it. Yet again, all this is said that Shane Bass could get injured next week, or Bradish, or Povich, or Bassett. And I'm interested to see how long Elisha Bassett gets before he gets moved to the bullpen if he doesn't figure it out. I think that he can figure it out.
I hope he does, man.
I don't think he's a 9 ERA pitcher, but in my head, I'm optimistic enough that what's the scenario if Bassett's a 5 ERA pitcher, which is, a little below average. I mean, not great. But what do we do if that's the case and you bring up Young for a spot start every here and there? He's doing just as good as he's been doing. You can't justify not having a rotations of Rogers, Bass, Bradish, Povich, and Young. Right. Do you move him to the bullpen or do you just trade him or cut him?
Yeah. Or next week when you join us on the podcast, he goes out and throws 7 innings of shutout baseball.
I sure hope so. Sure hope so.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us here on another episode of Utah Street Banter Podcast. Please always remember, you can go on to the UtahStreetBanter.com and check out any updates from our website. We try to post, different little articles and try to keep everybody up to date on the website. It also always has our most updated shows, whether it be on YouTube or on just a podcast platform. You can always go there and find it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please make sure to like, follow, subscribe, whatever, of all the things, right? I mean,
make sure if you interact with our social media, comment, please.
Yeah. We our
discourse.
Our fans love to like it, but it's the comment.
That's it. That's all they'll do.
But anyway,
comment, please.
Yes.
I don't care if you hate what I say. Tell me.
Yeah. But So remember, we're on Facebook, we're on X, Twitter. I always do that. Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram. If you're watching this, we're on YouTube. If you're on our podcast platforms, we're on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Please subscribe. Give us a 5-star review, as that helps us kind of gain some traction and get through. This is our 3rd season, and we can't thank you enough, guys. We appreciate the love, and
absolutely,
this show's a lot more fun when they're doing well, and when
sure is.
You're giving us feedback. So until next time, everybody, we will see you next week here on the Utah Street Banter. Thanks, guys.
See ya.